Hello there, welcome back to the British Empire. Something has happened. I'm at war with Castile, but that's not really anything important. It's just waiting for the colonies to fully siege all their areas. But one thing even worse, I had a 000 heir whom I immediately disinherited, which as you see has led us to the looming disaster of revolution. The peasants did not quite like me disinheriting George and his 000 stats. But I don't care. I'd rather fight through a entire revolution of peasants than have to deal with a 000 heir. So let's get to it. As for this peace deal, we are attempting to take, let's just tidy up Uruguay, make Mexico a lot stronger, make Octaviana a bit prettier with the borders, and go into New Zealand. I would like a New Zealander colony. Not sure what to call it though. Probably not New Zealand, maybe America. Fuck knows. Anyway, let's have this rebellion, shall we? I have 48,000 men on standby. What I am going to do is commission a army of 40,000 in London to defend the mainland. If they ever get the chance to be recruited before shit hits the fan. Dire times are ahead of us. There is a revolution in Great Britain. Emperor George is now a bold fighter, good timing, and we have people rising up in Armagnac to start. Revolutionaries, we should be able to defeat these revolutionaries. So let's get Edward Moore to march down there and give them something. As for this, there's not really much we can do. We can learn what a forced march is, but oh no, I don't really care at all. A lot of unrest throughout the empire. But it's worth it to not have to deal with that 000 kid, I think. Probably not, but we're about to find out if it's worth it or not. As for this, gain 1 stability plus national unrest. I want to lose national unrest, so we will restrict serfdom, which is a shame. Revolutionaries, however, are terrible fighters. They rely on their numbers, but we're not going to let them have the number advantage. We're going to have an extra 40k stack over there, which should be able to deal with them quite nicely. I do have a lot more in Africa ready to rock if anything were to occur over there, which is the most unruly area. I could just actually sell one over because 80,000 Africa is going to be enough. So let's send over our navy to the Cape and see if we can pick up these extra 40,000 men. Sail them back. Let's see about Spain. You want to have peace? Yes, they do. They'll let us tidy up our borders and they'll let us strengthen up Mexico. But let's see what else we can do for Mexico. An extra province. Oh, would I want that one or maybe that one? That one's a bit stronger. That would actually make the border look a lot nicer in that area. So I want all of them. Oh, I want all of them as well. Oh, there's no fort in the region. Okay, so I guess we definitely can't take that. That's a shame. Because it made the border so much nicer. We could take that, however. So let's do it. Let's take... So the United States of Farage are quite big and strong now. I don't have an army in the region though, so we will march down these 48,000 to sort of deal with it. And we can fulfill a mission. What did I do? Oh, the Indian soundtrack's kicking in again, so maybe something to do with that. Ah, chart the Southern Seas. Very good. I guess that's because I did take over the region here of Australia. So let's get coring 5 of these provinces, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I also need to do this as well. And I also took, not that, but this over here, Tonga, so we'll call that as well. And add it to the trade company. Oh, interesting. Right, well let's also, where else do I need to go? The Falklands. Oh yes, I took the Falklands. And apparently I took some shit around here. I took this island. And I took that, but I don't need to call that, so we'll just leave that. Let's see about this Civil War, however. Anyway, stability needs to be at least 1. And fewer than 1 rebel-controlled province. Well, we can get rid of that right now. There's no controlled rebel provinces. I can get stability up. Okay, so that was the easiest Civil War I've ever had to deal with. We're just going to wait for these fuckers to liberate Armagnac. I thought this was going to be more of a big deal, but I guess not. You guys taking a damn time about it. The end of the revolution. Beautiful. What a what a terrific revolution it was. They can cope with us. The instability of the past years is now finally over. Did it even last a year? I don't think it did. Anyway, Great Britain is more stable, and serfdom has been re-implemented. Terrific. Well, what we're saving up for now is the Enlightenment. It's very expensive, but we are relatively close, honestly. So these rebel factions should all now fuck off, which is great. Although these guys are Saint Vincente. They want religion, do they? Well, let's go and show them what religion's all about. Going to heaven. Also, Canada is at war with Portuguese Colombia, but they are struggling a little bit. Ooh, don't want to gain any unrest anywhere right now, thank you. But Canada should be able to fuck these guys up. They have plenty of troops in the region now that they're not distracted by the Castilians. So Uruguay and Canada, it's like the opposite. Canada should win the big one, and Uruguay smaller, but Uruguay's really taken over South America there. In the United States of Farage over here, they're getting nice and buff now. They should be able to take on the New Castile. Whereas New Castile does tend to have 50k stacks, so they might still struggle. Because as we see, United States of Farage, they only have 22 units. Uruguay has 45, Octaviana 80, and Lancaster, Canada, 56. Let's see if we can get any of these extra guys to work. Canada is already at war. Lancaster cannot. New Brittany cannot. Octaviana can. They go to war with... oh, Farage. Well, let's not do that. What I'll do instead is let's declare war on these fuckers here, and we'll get the lot to go in. We'll just take over all these guys. As for Nova Hollandia, you're at war with Kilwa. Why aren't you independent? Really? The fleet has arrived, and we have these guys causing shit in this area, which I knew was going to happen, which is why that army is already there. As for these guys, let's send them over to India, because India is somewhere I should be expanding. I am British, we should expand into India. They are allied to the Ottomans in Delhi. I am allied to the Timurids and Vijayanagar. Vijayanagar does not currently have the favours to be joined into my war, and they're currently in another war. No, not. Oh, I'm currently in this. Okay, so if we were to get the favours, we could get them on our side. However, we only get 5, and we get 1 per year, so that'll be 5 years of waiting. The Timurids alone will not be able to withstand the Ottoman menace, but maybe we could defeat them before it were to happen. See, Timur's here. They have 90,000 men. Gujarat has 77,000. So if I get 120,000 over, which I can because I have that many in Africa, we'll be laughing our way to the spice trade. So let's get these guys on ports ready to be transported over. My Emperor Castile is starting to influence a nation. Oh, well. Good, let's get some of that. And these rebels have been utterly crushed. Beautiful, exactly what we wanted. However, there are a load more now, so let's march through them and deal with them. As for these guys, they won't last terribly long. The Octavianan army will massacre them, I'm sure. Was that New Delhi has actually gone to war with somebody? Or Delhi. I don't think they're quite new. Oh, they're at war Castile. Well, good. Good for you. Good for you. I support your decision to go to war with my enemy here. Yeah, these Mexicans are really having a go. It's revolting, but oh well. Good for them. We'll just put them down and let the Faragians re-siege those areas. All these areas here I will annex. There's no need to leave any of them alive. Shoshun we could even take, but it would be quite an ugly border, really. We don't like ugly borders now, do we? Right, it's 99%, but let's go back over to here where we are transporting men over to India. Was India? India's rightfully ours. We deserve some India. Well, let's peace out with these guys. There's no need for them to be existing anymore. Then we'll take all that. I can't bother to wait any longer, so we'll just take a little bit of shekels there. Excellent. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the United States suffrage. Oh, shit. That's ugly. Oh, we should have had that bordered by the other fuckers. But why would they get that? Oh, okay. Well, just gonna have to ignore that a little bit then. It doesn't intrude on the name. It's all right there. Yazoo. Men are rising up in Yazoo, are they? Right, let's take out you fuckers and then you fuckers. This army's getting quite depleted, and we can embrace this. So let's do it. Terrific. No more costly tech for the rest of the game. Let's get these dip techs up. There's 2 of them, and let's get these mill techs up. Only 1. Oh. Oh, so we're still out teched. Not by these Africans, by these ones. By the Indians as well. Oh shit. Well, that sucks. Let's get some more monarch points here. Global tariffs is always a fun thing. Right, so we're replacing the red coats. Let's replace them with impulse. Yeah, it's more offensive shot. And let's go for the most offensive morale. That'll be you guys, Latin Lancers. And Royal Mortar can remain a part of our fine military. Very good. Now these judgmen are going to be in for quite some attrition in India. They're probably going to get dysentery and die, but they'll be ready for war, and that's what matters, ultimately. My worry, though, will be that they have nowhere to retreat to if they were to have something big occur. Wait, what's this? You're at war with Oiriat, and you're at war with Oirat, and you're at war with them. Why Oirat? What has Oirat ever done? I think Timur's just trying to take them over, really. That's alright. Fucking hell, Mexicans, would you hold off for a minute? Look how crazy these lot. My army's not quite keeping up the strength to be able to take them out easy. A revolt over there. Ooh. These guys should be able to deal with all this. Did I just completely miss all of that? They should be able to deal with their rebels themselves, but we'll see. Oh, good. The House of Howard. Henry, Margaret, welcome to the family. Right, so these guys, yeah, they're doing their job. Very good. Barely. Barely. But they did win, so how are we doing over here? You just about won, but you're not going to be able to take on that anytime soon. 18,000 infantry out of 1,800 infantry out of 28,000 survived, so not the best. Not the best, those guys at all. Let's rival Delhi. I don't need enemies in Europe. Europe is quite secure, and I like it that way. Could afford more armies, more ships. Don't really need that stack there, did I? I'm in trouble with these guys again, am I? I think I might be. And these 2 heavies are in the complete wrong side of the planet, but it's fine. Let's just build them up. Oh, that's all my sailors gone. And let's get these other men over to India. 120,000 men in one province of India. It's just prepping them for the future of overpopulation, really. It's not the worst thing. I revolted more Mexicans rebelling? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought it possible? Hopefully that does the trick now. These guys are getting pretty... nope, apparently it does not do the trick. But those Octavianic, they can deal with theirs. It's the Mexicans I'm worried about. Mexicans are in a tricky situation militarily. They can't quite deal with all of these Central American risings. But oh well. Gujarat is a war with Castile. Oh, interesting. So how do we deal with you? We get Vijayanagar and the Timurids in. Let's do it. As soon as we arrive, we'll launch it. The big concern, though, is keeping the Ottoman away. But it's fine. I reckon we'll be able to get in here and take a nice little cove without any real issue. So we'll get the Timur and the Vijayanagar inside. Delhi and Ottoman will be a little bit of trouble, but I believe we will be fine. Administrative efficiency, always nice to have. I could even take a mill idea, but I'm behind on a mill tech, so I don't think I will bother. Alright, first thing we are given is this fortress we have to siege, so we'll just stick them in there to deal with that. Oh shit, so we have this. It's called Australia. I'd rather call it something else. So let's rename it. But it needs somewhere called Australia. Also, they are the wrong religion. Well, let's enforce our religion upon them, and then help them out a bit. Where's the capital, eh? Australia? Up here. Alright, so that makes them happy. I'm not sure what to call them. We do have some we have a George. But there's no point calling him after George or Henry or Howard. Well, you could name it after. We've got New Brittany. Why don't we have New? Let's. Where are they? Australia, right there. Let's rename them to New. Not South Wales. That's what the sort of area is, and I don't even own South Wales. Let's do them after New Francia. Maybe New Francia down here. Our nation is pretty frank anyway. So there you go, New Francia, you exist, and that's another colony down for the British Empire. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now my allies are a bit distracted. We don't even outnumber these fuckers. So hopefully this fortress here doesn't take too terribly long to defeat. Oh, separatists in the Falklands. Oh shit. Oh, well I'm going to need a navy to deal with those fuckers. Unless they leave, but still it's occupied. So we will need a navy to deal with them. Alright, India. Looks like your forces are not going to get this navy for long because I need to use it. I'm going to send them down to Buenos Aires and get the other army to meet them down there. Then we'll get them to work when the time comes. As for these forces, looks like Mexico is fine. Looks like Central America is fine. Everyone is fine. So all we got to worry about is India for now. But we'll know when that fortress is built, taken down. More Brazilians rising up, eh? I don't know if they took over. Yes, they did, because that is a Portuguese. No, that's Castilian port. I don't think they actually took anything over there. I think they just fucked about. Oh well, Diplotech, let's take it. An uprising in the Falklands, eh? That's a bit early. What's that? Korea. Korea is colonizing Madagascar now. This is what happens when you destroy France and Spain early in the game. You get this just what would be considered nonsense occurring, but it is funny. So let's allow it, shall we? And let's also invest in more sailors because that again is causing concern. Hopefully that amount of shekels will be enough to deal with that. Excellent, we have taken that siege. Let's move into here. We'll take Ahmedabad with 2 of the armies. The other army we're going to split up and send around to occupy these little areas because I would like this sort of cove, really. It's a shame that oh, the Ottoman is actually right there. Oh, why did we not occupy that? Oh, I want to occupy all of this area. So if my allies could please get on with their little war over here and start to help out, that would be terrific. The sack of Ahmedabad. Good. I could use some ducats. And we already have their capital occupied. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, let's go over to here and into here. Your army, we will go on to this siege here. As for the rest of you, we will split up and you will look for clues in the countryside of India. Very good. So as for a peace deal, I would like to go around. What is? We cannot demand that. This is not controlled by us or our allies. But now it is. Wait. What's that? That is a defeated army. That was the army I sent after the siege, and they are gone. How many men was that? Right, everybody regroup at Patan. We cannot be scattered about right now. We lost a lot of men. Yes, we got... Did we lose a 40... I lost... No, yeah, I lost 40,000 men. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Not happy with that at all. Let's get a new general. Let's go in and have a look here then. They have a tech, though, don't they? They do. We have Vijayanagar. They're going to Ahmedabad. No, I'm going to Ahmedabad. They're going to Mawar. Well, let's go into Jalabad. Let's go into here. Let's see what we can do from that angle. Right, Delhi's also here as well. Huh. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90,000 about, plus those lots. There's over 100,000 around here. And Vijayanagar seems uninterested in helping. Ah. Yes, we are about to fight 200,000 Indians. Get out. Get out of there. We have to go and hide here. Hopefully that fort is enough to defend us. Because we have 80,000 men that I don't quite want being cut off and surrounded by 200,000 Indians. Also, Australia is a little bit pissed, so let's go and unpiss them a bit. Not with that. Not with that either, really, but I'd rather that than the other one. Okay. Timur, could you... Yes, Timur is now only at war with these guys, so hopefully we'll be able to get Delhi out relatively easily. We already can. Let's take some shekels. Very good. 500 odd shekels. We'll take that. And now it is only Gujarat, so I won't be outnumbered by 200,000 Indians again, but there is the risk of the Ottoman to the west. We cannot allow him to peace out Timur. We need Timur in the war as a buffer. So, let's... My forces here are still outnumbered, so we won't charge them straight in. We will simply look around and see what we can do. I want this entire peninsula if I can. That's a lot of war score, however. And Timur, are you interested in leaving at all? Do we have to be at war, Timur? You were very cooperative earlier. What if we were to offer you tribute of part of Iran? We could fuck over our allies a bit. No? Annul treaties? They want me to annul Treaty of Austria, but I like my Treaty of Austria, so... Unless they want some of Iran, they can fuck off, because I don't mind fucking over Timur. But they really don't want anything here. So they have to just siege Iran, I guess. But that's a shame, because it really does distract our good friends over there. But looks like Vijayanagar did destroy a fair bit of their army before getting beaten themselves. They're going to Patan. Let's go. Let's just hang around here and see if they attack us or not. We do have a very strong general here hanging out of us, so we should be all right. Let's just go and take this the capital again, because all I want is this peninsula. I want this, probably that, maybe that. Let's have a look at a peace deal again. So I want all that. I think that was all of the area I just looked at. Border and that up there. So those are all the areas. It might be relatively easy to get. We're definitely going to be able to win this siege. Oh, fucking hell, look at the elephants. The elephants are going through... Ha, yes. Yes, fighting in India, we should be aware that there are elephants involved. We're able to get him. Timur's going to get him, that's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who pieced out? Vijayanagar has pieced out. Ah, I did not expect that at all. If anyone's going to piece out, I would have thought it would be Timmy, but he's holding on. He is. So let us try and grab all the war score I can in this area. Right, how many forces does he have in the region? Still quite a few. So I'm going to split my armies in half while we try to occupy these areas. I might just have to settle for a couple of provinces, but we'll see. Be especially good if I can get the Turks out of India. That's that army defeated, very good. But let's occupy all of the area I am asking for and try to get up to 10 war score so we can get these guys out. Getting Timmy would be the thing to do. If we get them out and away, we'll be happy. But there is no suggest demand. There's no way to get them out. I will put down to an all-my treaty with Austria because they're really not useful at the moment. And I will put down war reparations, but yeah, that's very close. We can't bribe them out, so we'll have to just wait a little bit longer and hope that we piece them out before they piece out the Iranians. If that were to occur, then we'd have free reign over all of this Indian land. Which is ultimately what we're after. I don't see them having any more forces. And Timmy does have a lot of men here. He is pretty darn strong. Let's besiege both of these fortresses though instead. That should give us the power we require. They have 31,000 in the region. I have two armies of 40,000, so we should be fine. Should be fine, but I would rather bum rush these, so we're going to order the artillery to hit the walls a bit. Just to try and get it over and done with a bit sooner. We really do want Timmy out of the war. Not Timmy, the other one. What's concessions other than gold? Are you sure? They changed their mind. So minus 18 only in all in with Austria isn't bad. It looks like they might be distracted. No, they're not distracted, so... Oh, we'll just sit here and hope that these sieges go through relatively well without the Timmy block. Whoa, 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 whoa. Timmy's actually out. For fuck's sake, Timmy. So Ottoman's at minus 11, and it's just me and Gujarat. But now the Turks have the option to march through. That is what we were afraid of. Timmy was meant to keep them out. Now we have several 100,000 of these fuckers marching through. So Ottoman, are you sure you don't want to leave this war? He is definitely sure. -1. It's only at -1, so we'll check it every month tick to get him out of the war. But for now, we'll just hide here in these Indian mountains and hope that we don't run into him. Hey, Otto Turk. -1 still. That's not good enough. We need 1. Not -1, but 1. Because I have 80,000 men on the line here. Ottoman is down to low. Good. But he's at 0. He's at 0. Come on. 0 isn't good enough because they are marching in now. It obviously means I won't be able to take their personal bit of land, but oh well. Now they're at -19. No. They're at 1. Good. So Ottoman is out of the war. It's just me and Gujarat. So we're laughing, really. We are laughing. Let's tell that navy to go and liberate the Falklands before I completely forget as well. We'll just leave those guys to do their besieging. So we should be able to fuck up these guys relatively well. It's just a shame that Timmy pieced out so early, because we were doing a great job in that region. Actually, there is no need for colonists. We don't do that anymore. We do, however, get a new mill tech. So level 29 with some superior cannons. Don't mind if I do. Flying batteries are terrific. So all we need to do is win these 2 sieges and then retake the capital, and we are ready to rock. Oh, shiza. It happened. Of course it fucking happened. They took that. Still, hopefully we can win this one here without any kerfuffle. Oh, shit. Alright. That is another 40,000 men gone, leaving me with only 40,000 in the region. Well, shit. Shit indeed. Huh. This is a very short... Oh, it was the morale of the cannons. Of course. Still, we have won that siege now, so let's go back around to the capital, take it, hopefully without them being too pissy, and then be on our way again. But let's put these guys back in South America, and this navy needs to go back to Africa. I don't want to lose this army and then have to build another one and sail back over again when I've gone through all this sort of hard work. So sail these guys down to here, or commission a new army. 141. So it'll take a couple hundred days to get them over, but they should be fine. Should. Doubt that they would, but should. Alright, they're really not up for that, so let's bring it back a bit. 100 odd. Still couldn't even take that entire area. But I'll win this siege before they win that one. So we're in a good spot. Let's actually buff it up a bit more, 57% straight away. Good, that's fallen. So we have 32% war score. We can take the peninsula. I, however, want more than the peninsula. They're not willing to give me their capital. Unless I did that. And I could take that bit of the cove as well, leaving us with 5. Can't take Kutch, can't take Bhutan. That's a nice chunk of India. That's 46 war score worth. So let's take it. Excellent. We now have a strong foothold in India and 40,000 troops ready. We'll get a new 40,000 stack in Africa to defend that, but for now we're good. We're going to add all of these provinces to the trade company, because the trade company of India needs to be... Oh, no, let's not press that. That was close. We also gained their 21 development capital, so that's all well and good. Let's see what we can do about the nonsense here. A fair bit. Excellent, and let's get coring, shall we? Very good. So there's our nice chunk of India. That'll do for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you a lot next time. Goodbye.